Yeah,
So,
okay.
do you want me to go ahead and roll just a stealth check? Unless I see something that looks like I need to obfuscate, I'm going to just go with the stealth.
Um, I I can do just the. Your stealth is really high.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the rule is, if it's like double an amount I'm looking for, I don't need to have you roll it. So,
Yeah.
with
So,
what I'm looking for, you have plenty. Just I'll count it as an auto success.
all right.
Now, if something happens, of course, I might need you to roll, but for now, that's
Yeah.
good. All right.
I'm just going to go
Lynn.
and
Oh,
keep
sorry.
an eye out for when Lynn returns.
All
I
right,
told her
Lynn.
I'd be here, and I'm a man of my word.
Oh. You go off for a ride, and Calamity is going, running. And, well, this. I don't know if it's wholesome or terrifying, but Calamity is also going to do some tricks for you. Like a trained horse, going to do some leaps to kind of show. And, I mean, Calamity's a supernatural horse. What do you expect? I mean, its jump range is double that of what a horse should be. Very unnatural. And if you want to direct Calamity, that's okay. Otherwise, Calamity is just gonna go rampant. Sorry. And you'll even see, I mean, there's a lot of creatures that are trying to get away from the fire. So you can see like the rustling, and Calamity's in such a good mood that doesn't even seem to care that there's life around it. It just wants to go. And you hear within your chaos scope and within your mind, Calamity says, Thirster.
Is that a word?
Is it a word? I don't know. Thirster. And you run. You're gonna notice that, unfortunately, you don't feel this agitation diminish within you. It is persistent. I mean, it's just, even doing the exercise, the running, really having Calamity just leap, you just want to do. It just doesn't go away. It's persistent. And go ahead and roll me a check. Checks are really fun.
Okay.
Checks means it's just one dice.
Oh,
One dice. Oh my
no.
god, there's a spider on my wall. Die, Satan. There we go. I hate spiders. They bite me. I need a composure check. So just roll me one dice. Let's see how you do. And you can't use willpower for checks, unfortunately. You get what you get.
Yeah, don't throw a fit.
Yeah, and you did use your lucky, so I won't be able to give that to you right away, necessarily, per se.
Oh, my bad.
Don't worry, I type in stuff wrong like every time.
I just started using the up arrow
Right?
because if you press up, it just gives you whatever you typed in last, and then correct it, and then re-enter. So,
All right, Lynn, this is awesome. So you're riding Calamity. Calamity's charging through, and as you're going, God, this irritation just won't go away. You hear shuffling, and without thinking, without any intent, you leap off Calamity, pouncing on this creature as you dig your teeth into it, almost like ripping it violently as you drain this poor little fox.
Of course you did.
Yeah, I've been wanting to do a fox for a while.
Wow.
I mean, you suck it dry in just a matter of seconds, it seems, as you realize what you did. Calamity's, stops, turns, and is looking at you, with such pride. There's blood on your face, still there's agitation there, and now this, maybe even some fear. As you feel this force, your beast is nothing like you've ever. I mean, you remember being a young vampire. Yeah, beasts can be fickle, but this is nothing like it ever was. It just seems to. It just seems to be sentient, almost now, more than just instinct. fear kind of wells up within you.
She's gonna drop the fox.
Ah, Calamity's gonna eat it then.
That's fine. She's just gonna like step away from it and just kind of yell out, "I am your puppet."
Look at that DM face.
All right, well, you get back on Calamity, realizing that this irritation isn't going to go away. Do you want to go back? Do you want to just get out of here? What are you thinking? I don't know if you want to be alone or if you know you need friends right now. I'm not sure.
So much of her internal struggle with her beast has been on her own because she didn't want to ever reveal that to anyone.
You just gonna leave? Or do you want to go back to Theo? And your friends, as far as you know, they might still be there.
She's gonna make more distance away from the fox and try to just find her inner place.
Okay.
That's how she used to do it.
Was that usually riding? I imagine was kind of how you being on a horse. I'm not sure, but okay.
Yeah.
You get back on Calamity.
Well, thing is though, Calamity is enjoying this. She knows it. And so she's trying, like, right now she's not really wanting to get near Calamity either.
Okay.
Hey, my man. It's a bad horse.
Then go ahead and roll for me. Let's say, roll me a resolve. Just a resolve.
Alright, so that's 3.
Yeah, 3. Let's see how you can do focusing and concentrating.
3 crits.
Oh, that's a pretty good roll.
Yeah, that is really good. Okay. Okay. Trying to think how I want to word this carefully.
I mean, if anything, I know that her hands are shaking right now because she's like, I haven't done that in decades.
Here we go. This will give me answers. First thing that you can feel is you drained that fox, and animals, you really only get, like a drop from them. But the blood that boils within you, your blood feels powerful. Dare I say, potent, resilient. And this split you feel, it's one that you struggled with. Every vampire struggles with for the rest of their existence. It's that struggle between you, your humanity, and the beast. And it feels like your beast is doing something that every vampire fears. Draining your humanity. Taking what makes Lynn and purging it. Now, what you can do, you're not quite sure. Usually what you can do is just, obviously keep away from things that upsets the beast. Most obvious being sunlight and fire. Also, not being thirsty. That's a good start. And not one that you've really had to struggle with. Maybe once before, but being humiliated to the point of anger also. But something is different. It just seems like it is riled up because of its strength. You're not quite sure how to go forward. You're not quite sure what is even happening. And as you, in a sense, meditate, reflect, it's almost as if there is this dark presence within you that is slowly just spreading. And you'll waste. You're not even sure how long. I'm sure you're not even paying attention. Don't even really care how much the time. Calamity is just watching you not really doing too much, try to struggle with this agitation and confusion and fear. Calamity's just gonna chew on the body, play with it a bit of the fox. You can see like the tail, it seems to be what's left.
She's turned her back to that. She's not gonna watch that. No.
But I mean, yeah, all you're gonna hear is noises then. But Mo, what would you like to do? You're in a very scary. You need answers. You have no idea what just happened. I will say,
no.
Oh, sorry. I will say
Yeah.
for you, Theo, it has been a decent amount of time, but you did say what, an hour she can go.
Yeah,
hours.
I was gonna give her a couple hours
Okay.
to try to work it off. If it's gonna be more than a couple hours, I'm gonna try to go looking for it. Which I
Okay.
know on foot is gonna be pretty fruitless because
good's your
that horse
tracking?
can haul. But if I could try to track down anything that looks like it's calamity damage, maybe I
All
might
right.
be able to find her.
You gave her a few hours, so nothing to be concerned about, but you definitely know that she's taking you up on that.
Yeah.
All right, Lynn. How are you gonna handle this? I'm sorry. It's an evil game. Don't blame me.
No, I find this interesting. And she starts getting back a good amount of her composure. Like she gets obviously the monsters. Like she can feel at least.
But at least you can understand what's happening, just not the why. Yeah,
Right.
I understand.
So she's just going to start walking back.
Calamity follows. Doesn't say anything more than that thirster
And she's
comment
gonna
from
turn
earlier.
off that thing.
Yeah. All
I
right.
don't want to
You
waste
start.
the battery too bad.
Yeah. Well, yeah. You start heading back, and after about a little bit under an hour and a half, Theo, you can see. First, you'll see Calamity's kind of toxic eyes through the darkness. And then you see Lynn. She's not on Calamity. She seems to be walking in front of Calamity. And she still seems...
She's very distant. She's not
upset.
not even looking where she's going, really.
Okay. So I'm gonna basically leave the shadows, abandon any concept of hiding, because I want her to know that I'm still there. And as she's walking up, I'm gonna be walking towards her. I'm assuming picking up on her mood.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she looks jaded, I guess the best way, like traumatized, shocked. Shocked, the best way to put it.
Any better at all?
She's gonna flinch a little bit when you talk to her because she didn't really notice you there, and a little bit, still working through it.
This is situation, and I know in my mind has created many questions, and I'm sure thousands in yours. Second, we find a place to settle down. I promise you, I will do anything I can to try to figure this out for you.
She's just gonna nod and continue walking.
Are we going to walk back to the city?
Right. Sorry.
No, it's okay. If you need some more time, take it.
I
You
did
went
this,
through
I'm a
something
monster.
clearly traumatic.
You monster!
No, that's all good. Yeah, the better we get to someplace stationary, probably the better.
They should be heading to the warehouse.
Mhm.
My plan is if you're up for it, we get on Calamity. There's a river near the place where we're supposed to go. We go ahead and use that to get Calamity in the trailer. And then we focus on getting this warehouse identified and seeing if it's a place where we can lay low, maybe figure out what's going on. There are too many things going on.
Right.
I need to know about my past. You need to know about whatever that just was, I'm sure. And I'm sure the good doctor and Rune have things they want to spend time focusing on while we're not constantly being hunted. But silver lining, whatever that was, hopefully the Wolfpack, when they do find this place, they'll pick up on it too and be all the more sure that we're gone and dusted.
Right.
I mean, if we're, getting handed lemons, that's the only way I can see us getting lemonade out of this.
Oh yeah. All right.
I
Well,
have a good recipe for lemonade, just saying.
Ooh.
Maybe I'll be able to try it sometime.
Why not? It's never tasted as good since we, the whole thing.
Yeah. That
Well-
would pose a problem.
Yeah. Well, you guys load up on Calamity. One thing you'll both notice, but I know Theo, it's been a while since you've seen Calamity. Calamity now seems to be at a normal, normal
Chill.
Calamity state.
A little more chilled.
Yeah.
Thank goodness.
By the way, I wanted to say before leaving and starting to burn down the barn, she would have grabbed a backpack, and that's where she put all of her stuff in.
Okay, absolutely. That's fine.
And she would have also holstered the rifle. in
Rifle?
there. Yeah.
And we would have left the pistols into the fire, right? The spare pistols to go ahead and add to the realism.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I know. Rune did shoot off just to leave some casings as well. So,
Yeah.
and we already got your check, so you're good.
Okay.
All right. So
I
you
need to make
guys-
sure that I don't have the knife on my character sheet anymore.
I'm gonna take the Glocks off. She liked those Glocks.
Oh, we can.
They're like trophies.
Yeah, but we can get more. And plus,
I'll give you my shotgun. How about that? Will that do? One for long range, one for short.
Where's my freaking sword?
one for you're too damn close.
Yep. I mean, she's a better shot than I am, so.
See, the thing is, if I get a sniper rifle, I already have specialties with rifles.
Ooh.
Well, you guys load up on Calamity, this time without a body. Calamity is going to head to the pond, stick his feet in, as, just like always, darkness takes over. Lynn, this time, something is different. Wrong.
Oh, great.
You know what? How about this? Something is different. Something is wrong. There is something. Something hungry, ravenous, perhaps more so, some things. The darkness remains, but there is more. Endless, where logic is not but mere whim. The floor in columns, completely caked in crazed spirals and lines, and only one column is empty, with a splatter of dark material upon it. A claw of some sort reaches around that column. Another speck for Grandma! Dust! Dust! As you now are, well, soaking wet, both of you.
Wait, what just happened?
Oh, you didn't. No, nothing for
You
you.
didn't see it. No, you didn't see
Okay.
any of that.
None of those. No.
Okay. Okay. Good. Because
What?
I'm sorry I had to take the
Yeah,
headset
he
off.
was doing some squats when the darkness showed up.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
You didn't hear it. It's fine. Don't worry
Yeah.
about it.
Okay. So all
We're
right.
good. We're good.
Great.
So am I.
Good to know. More eldritch horrors going on.
All right. Sorry, Lynn. This is gonna get fun on a bun.
No,
Okay.
This is all great. I wish. Can you quote that in our DMs so that I can remember?
Oh yeah, I know I said it pretty weird. Sorry. Here you go. You know what? I'll just put it so everyone can. I put it.
Fun on a bun. Wait, not that
there we
part.
go.
So I put it in just the chat for. I mean, everyone can see it if you really want to. All right. Let's. You know what? I'm feeling. How about we do some?
I'm actually gonna be using one of these for.
Let's do just regular old downtown. Everyone likes the song. Vampire the Masquerade, baby.
I'm assuming that Crowley and Taylor probably got to the address long before
Oh,
we
yeah.
did, considering.
Oh yeah.
I
So
mean,
yeah. I mean, not long before because it's an hour drive. So they probably got there hour 15. Lynn was gone for about hour 25. So you'll not be too far behind them because Calamity can teleport. Basically.
Yeah, that's what we're counting on the black market to be a benefit for. Ooh, secret meeting.
You know, it's just a question.
Well, I have the mic on. I don't want.
Alright. Where's the red number 5 in conjuration to where we're going?
Red number 5's in downtown. So you guys.
You act like I know how geography works in real life, and I don't.
Oh, is Taylor one of those people that if they were in charge of navigating, he would be navigating?
You guys are on the west side. Downtown is obviously in the center. It's Chicago. So you guys are west to it. Yeah. It's easy. All right.
Well, do we pass by it at any point, or somewhere close enough?
No, you will not be passing by it.
Fine. I want to make a phone call if we were passing by it if we got in close proximity.
No, you have to keep going if you want to. Okay. Well, you guys have a fun car ride of. I have to ask. I'm sorry, Rune. I hate to do this to you, but I have to ask. Anything that you guys want to talk about on an hour and 15-minute drive?
and the doctor's driving, so
Couple of things.
I'm just gonna be plucking some strings on the guitar.
I'm just gonna ask Rune, how does he feel about this whole situation that just happened?
What do you think? This night has been awful. Every night has been awful. There has not been a single good one.
It depends on how you look at it, but I could definitely see where
I
you're
got
coming
murdered 3 days ago. I am a vampire now. I can't drink any booze. I'm kind of tense.
I think that strange horse and large man may have had something to do with it. What do you think's going to happen to Theo and Lynn?
Theo's a clever boy. I'm sure he's fine. Don't know about Lynn. That's outside my spectrum. I don't know much about whoever the fuck that was.
Yes. I definitely feel like we need to try to figure some answers out on what we just happened, because I'm in the same boat as you. I have no idea. And I really need to figure out what a river of silver represents.
Since you want to talk so much, how about that tattoo of an eye on your forehead?
Oh, first and foremost, it's rude to ask ladies about personal effects. And second, if you want to know about it, we have to stop by a church. So that's your call.
Wait. You are an interesting character, Doctor. Well, how about we'll save that for another day?
Oh, I tell you that I found a lovely church on the south side we can visit. Hold on. I have it pulled up here.
And we just stick to the plan. I'm sure it's a lovely church. But
yes,
can we just find this fucking whatever the fuck haunted bullshit you said this was?
Oh, absolutely. But it's called Our Lady of Guadalupe Catholic Church.
Oh.
Built in the late 1800s. Nice and old.
That's nice.
I
think so, too.
All these Catholic churches.
You might not have noticed something, Doctor, but I'm gonna whip my little pagan Thor's hammer.
Oh, you're a carpenter. So is Jesus.
Sorry. I'm so sorry.
I'm about ready to get out of this fucking truck, Doctor. Just give me a break, please.
I'll turn the radio on. Flip over to the news channels. Any demon horse sightings? 7-foot tall ghouls from the Fallout universe running around. Large pack of werewolves.
Yeah. Those are things that make the news. Yeah.
There is a report of gang violence. It seems like a drug haven has been blapped, if you know what I'm saying. It seems like another gang found out where someone was hiding out selling drugs and murdered some folks. So that's something that went on. That's kind of what the news is talking about. It's taking guess of who it was. You notice that the news doesn't really say a gang's name. Maybe that's purposefully, maybe they just don't know, but they're not pointing a finger at a gang. They're just assuming that it was gang violence. And they will talk about that one of the people that no body has been found for this woman, but there is a person who's missing, AWOL, who had, she violated parole. People, the cops are looking for her. She had warrants out for her arrest, so, they don't really list what her crimes were, but definitely not really seem to be a nice person. It depends how you see the justice system. But that's really what the news seems to be talking about. Goes to some commercials, 2018, whatever movies are out. Boom. I think Alien or something was coming out.
Well,
I don't know.
After I get that, Phil, I'm going to turn over to Rune and say, let me guess. And I'm going to flip on to country music.
I'm going to turn the knob to 101.1 The Crow. I'm also going to tell the doctor, if we're going to continue to be together, when we wake up every night, I need you not to bleed anymore, because you smell pretty good, basically.
Unfortunately, not very something I have complete control over. We're still working on it, but I will do my best. If need be, I will try to distance myself a little bit more from you in the morning, so it does not bother you.
Alright, maybe I'll just get some nose plugs or something.
I love Rune.
I am loving when we finally establish a haven that we can all work out of. I am just can't wait for setting up sleeping arrangements. That's gonna be fun. We've got the super sniffer over here and the bleeding head person, and then of course Lynn is now apparently demon seated. And I have whatever shadow MacGuffin buried inside me. So we're all sorts of the irregular vampires.
Everyone is fucked.
Yeah. Well, hopefully we'll be able to go ahead and find some answers to unfuck ourselves a little.
Well, for Rune's sake, you guys go to the address. And, alright. Well, I'll just get all this out of the way. I don't need you anymore. Haha, that was fun, wasn't it? Well, you cross through, going through the street, you see that there is an empty parking lot. And within this parking lot, the street lights are either completely busted or like an SOS. The bulbs are just flickering with a little bit of light that they have left. And you can see that in this parking lot, the white markers are barely visible. Weeds peek up from between the cracks in the road. However, though, providing some cover from the quiet street, it's pretty late. There's cars, but this is like a warehouse district. It's closed during the day. There's really no one out right now. Definitely no one walking, that's for sure. There are several trees that are planted to outline this parking lot. And this parking lot ends to meet a massive rundown brick building, one that's familiar to you, dear old doctor. except now you're seeing it in person and at night. It is the size of a warehouse, looks like a warehouse, and you see that has faded graffiti underneath the old rusted rain gutter. And the brickwork shows signs of each section of the structure that perhaps once was separated, have with time now just been consumed to form this entire being. You know what? I think it's the perfect time to do this, shall I? Yeah. There we go. I'll wait to change the background in just a second when I get to it.
Is this going to be the haunted house music from the game?
Yeah, close. The several structural elements attached to the building, as I said before, are illogical and complete wastes. There is a rickety staircase that is far too rusted for the integrity to be trusted, and it leads to absolutely nothing. On the roof, at the highest point of this structure, there is a half chain link fence with a gate that leads immediately to a 30-foot drop into the parking lot. And there are several broken windows. And behind the windows, it leads immediately to more brickwork. The erratic patchwork done upon the building, you can see, probably was once where people could enter the building, where there once was doors, but now have been completely bricked over. It sits in the silence of the night as you approach with your car. You see that there is one entrance that still remains on the side of the parking lot, and there is a strange sense of sentience. Watching. Waiting. A chill at the base of your spines pricks at your subconscious, telling you, each of you, that you should probably leave. And you know what? Here's the perfect little background for a door. That'll do.
I think I found it.
I'm gonna go and use the restroom real quick. I'll be right back.
You park. I don't know if you guys want to get out of the car, check it out, or if you want to wait for the others to arrive. I see you looking at your character sheet. I'm not sure if you're wanting to roll something.
Yeah, 1 second. I just
Okay.
need to check, see how something works.
Oh, I can tell you. What are you looking for?
I am looking for the definition of sense vitality. I just need to know, like, if it's like a range, if I can, like, sense to see if there's any life in the building.
Okay, well, I can tell you. Are you going to try to use it?
I mean, I wanted to look up the exact specifications before
Well,
I did.
okay, well, first things first, I mean, there
Oh,
has
you
to
can
be
roll.
life. This is a building.
Yeah, but
Oh,
you
sure,
said there's
fine.
a sentience, you know.
Well, sentience doesn't mean a body.
Uh-huh.
But you know what? Go for it. Oh, sorry.
I was going to say, one of my friends just commented that I might be turning Malkavian.
Oh, if only. Rune, are you gonna wait in the car, or are you gonna?
I'm
get
gonna
out?
suggest to the doctor we park somewhere out of the way in an alley or something. We wait for Theo, since this is something he thought up.
If you want, so there's the parking lot. There is a road that can lead to the back of the warehouse. There is a chain link fence gate. Thank goodness you have a brouhaha, because it is locked. If you want, you can try to break the lock, or heck, you could even just ram through it with the car. If you
No.
wanted to.
I'll break the lock. We're not.
Don't you
All right.
dare hurt my car that way.
Truck.
Considering we are
Either way.
low on vehicles, damaging what we got is not a smart idea.
Then you can roll a strength and athletics. Yep. Not really a brawl.
4,
Fight
5,
back.
6. Also, in the book, it says with potence, if I remember correctly, that each point of potence is an automatic success. I think is that right?
If you want to use it.
Oh,
Does it take a rouse?
I don't think so. I'd have to
Okay.
double check, but
Go ahead. I mean, Taylor's looking up his stuff too, so go
okay.
for it.
Yeah.
While I'm doing this, I need to change Lynn's resonance.
Oh no. Disciplines. Let's see.
Residents, scary as fuck.
Where the fuck is potence?
Tate.
Celerity.
Oh god, it's
Dominate.
this is, I have a feeling that there's the next couple of sessions are going to be interesting.
Fortitude.
I'm excited,
Obfuscate.
but scared.
Just try not to eat us. That's all I ask.
She did great. She passed her frenzy. She could.
Yeah,
You know.
she did amazing.
Did you figure out your
part,
answer,
not so
Taylor,
much.
while he's looking it up?
It doesn't do what I want, so I'm just gonna try to use my eye to look at the building.
Okay. I actually have that ready. Amala, your eye opens, and blood slowly trickles from the corners.
Yeah.
The building disappears, leaving behind nothing but something. Your eye closes, and the area returns to normal.
When the building disappeared,
You turn your.
When the building disappeared and there was something else in its place, what roughly was the shape or figure? Was it like an emotion? What exactly was I pulling from that?
So you don't understand. There was nothing, but there was something.
gotcha. All right.
Pretty sure it's haunted.
Something, but nothing. So he's looking up to get your guys' car actually hidden in the back right now. So while he's doing that, I'll just keep the ball rolling to get you guys together. I know you guys are gonna wait, not just jump into this place. Smart.
Seems pretty ghosty.
Yeah. All right. You guys on the horse, Lynn, that weird experience. Take it as you will. Whatever. But for you, Theo, just like darkness and your back, both of you are drenched.
She doesn't even notice
Uh,
at this point. You know.
Theo's going to try to lighten the mood.
There's so much tonight.
Given
Sorry.
everything, as we're trying to get back to the others.
I did find it, by the way.
So
On the wiki, it says each dot grants an automatic success on any rolls involving strength. For each dot.
does it take a rouse? I don't.
Well, lethal
Oh,
body
sure.
doesn't take any. It's free,
Okay.
so I'm assuming this would be free too.
Okay, sounds good.
All right.
Theo will make a joke at Lynn saying, "So when we get a new place, we're investing in a clothes dryer, right?" And she's frozen, I think.
No, I'm
No.
not. She's not responding.
Oh. Attempt to lighten the mood failed. It was just you
Yeah.
were so rigid. I thought your camera froze and your connection had froze again.
Yeah.
No, she's
No.
acting.
Oh.
I know, I'm sorry. All right, well, Rune, with that, yeah, I mean, you can easily, with your vampire strength, man, is it kind of cool. Has its downsides, but you can easily, it's rusted. I mean, this place probably has been abandoned for years at this point, so easily you could just rip it off, and you feel that strength, your blood surge. Feels pretty good. You feel pretty powerful as you then push the gate open and allow Amala to drive on through.
I don't think I feel too powerful. I got my ass kicked yesterday.
I'm trying to give you something. You know? You're still a kick-ass Bruja who didn't die
Yeah.
from Wolfpack, so pat yourself on the back. Most people don't get that.
Yeah, we went against, the
Camarill's like, "Go fuck 'em up."
hounds, and we kicked their ass.
Once she drives the truck, and I am gonna put the chain back without the lock, but that way it doesn't look
Yeah,
like it's been broken into.
Okay. Move the car in the back as you folks wait. Lynn, silent as you guys make your way, using the back streets if you'd like, just to avoid as you head towards the address.
Also text Theo that we're here.
Okay. Receive a little bloop on your phone dry. How that
Oh,
makes
yours
sense.
was broken too.
Wait, what?
Your phone's broken too. It's making weird noises randomly.
I need to teach
that-
that woman how to use phones. And
No,
Theo.
that's the notification, I think, of it, something coming through. Let me check. And I'll power up the phone. It's like,
It's from Rune. They're there.
oh, yeah, it was just a message from Rune. He says they're there. So we should be able to meet them. I'll try to open it up and where are we finding the trailer? You know, like where is the trailer in relation to the building?
He parked it in the back. I could use my prop.
And he'll pull his phone back out and said, "Yep, okay, so we need to go to the back of the building. That's where the trailer is."
All right. Well, when you guys, I'll press fast forward. But as you guys finally make it, same thing. You find this building. Sits in the silence, a strange sense of sentience, watching and waiting. However, Theo, very little light is casted from the expiring streetlights, allowing the darkness to thrive and wrap its claws around the structure, as if suffocating the light within and warding the light outside. Its unnerving, impenetrable grasp extends beyond the physical.
Ooh. Does this feel a little bit like the shadows from my dreams?
Yes. Oh, yes.
Okay, so I'm going to, once Calamity is away and settled down,
Well,
I'll
Calamity isn't too eager to get into the trailer.
We might not need to. I'm going to go to where it feels like the door should be, and
There
like
is like a entrance. It's on the side. It's very rusted, old, creepy.
I'm going to go ahead and reach out to the shadows like I did in my dream and try to use that sense of will to manipulate the shadows and just kind of ask the shadows to open to us.
Open sesame.
You put that will as it answers the call. The doors, even though you can tell that it seems to be locked, open to the musky smell of mold, and you can't see anything ahead inside but total darkness. Your turn.
Let me go ahead and see if I can feel my way through this. At which point, Theo is not going to wait for anybody else to respond. He's simply going to walk into the building.
Okay. I mean, you guys watch. It's pretty cool. I mean, you see he kind of just like reaches as the door just opens. You could see the locks with on it that just give and... Well, one thing that you will see with a little bit of light just on the outside, there does seem to be a light switch. But I don't know if you really want to use it. It's up to you. But it's completely dark.
If it were just me, I probably would go without the light switch, surely because I could ask the shadows to move aside for me. But for everyone else's sake, I don't think I can do that. Oh! Gar for Cherry Guild, how's it going, bud? Thank you so much for the follow.
Hey.
That's Viking.
Yeah, it's Viking. How's it going? Thanks for the follow. I'm going to...
It's like a pole, not like a switch, I should say.
Yeah, I'm going to, kind of reach out with that will and apologize to the shadows, basically. Just let them know that, kind of give it a heads up to scurry if it wants to. I don't know how sentient they are. In my dreams, they were very sentient, so I'm basically giving it the heads up that I'm going to shed some light, at which point I will...
The light disperses through the room, casting shadows from the one light bulb aglow within the center. I don't know if I want... Oh yeah. It's creepy as heck. Okay. The walls decayed to reveal portions of piping and insulation. The archaic ventilation system runs through above your heads. There is nothing but pieces of the building itself that litters the floor. Theo, a whisper from the shadows. A dark light from your death.
A dark light from my death.
But you guys can see inside now.
Dang
This
it.
place is
Why?
falling apart.
Was there something that I was told at some point?
I don't know. Where's your vampire notes?
I'm literally writing stuff down.
Damn
now
it.
because I need to.
Yeah, I know.
Quick, go back and watch all the other VODs.
That's what I had to do for this little book of mine.
Yeah, I had actually thought of sitting down and going through my playlist, watching all of the ones back to see if there's anything that I could prep for this, but I was like, no, I gotta cook for Dad, so I didn't have time.
Well, there does seem to be a corridor that leads further into the building. There's really only one way to go.
Okay. Since I know that this building is likely tied to Valdez, what would my character at all know about Valdez at this point? I'm assuming not a lot.
All that you really know is the rumor is she sacrificed herself so her people can be accepted by the prince or whatever he represents, and Bowman thinks it's Gorgon shit. I mean, I don't want to, you know what I mean? It's like, it's bullshit. He doesn't believe it. He doesn't think she willfully killed herself. Vampires don't really do that. It's very rare to find a decent vampire with good morals, so.
Did the prince honor that at all?
Bowman didn't say.
Okay, then.
He probably doesn't know, honestly. He's clearly not part of the same clan, so.
Well, then I will just have to simply take things one step at a time. And I'm going to go down the hallway, exploring, slowly trying to go ahead and understand the structure as much as I can.
Okay, well, the corridor will take you down a flight of precarious steps to the basement, so be careful.
Mm-hmm.
And there is another light switch that waits for you at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Your friends are, I assume you're all coming in behind him.
She's just following without really any awareness, really.
I ain't afraid of no
Calamity's-
ghost.
Calamity's actually going to come inside too, unless you tell
What?
him no.
Yeah, no.
That's
needs
probably
to
for the best.
Yeah, he needs to.
If
so we
Calamity's
don't-
not going to go in the trailer, it's better to have Calamity inside than out.
Yeah, he actually seems pretty, like,
Chilling here.
nice. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Well- You want to flip the next light? It's up to you.
Again, repeat the same process and give that like warning before pulling the trigger.
With a flip, 2 floodlights flash, and an earth-shattering pop echoes through the interior. The lights go out as suddenly as they came on, and darkness presses into the space. As if with a mind of its own, it even seems to seep into the stairwell towards the lot of you. Theo, a whisper from the shadows. All are blind whose eyes are closed. Well, lights didn't work. It's still pitch dark.
All her
Oh,
blind, whose eyes are closed.
Apparently the doctor's using her phone. I see it. Okay. Well,
Big device. That's quite an interesting flashlight we have there.
I like you.
you can see that the rotting wooden steps end at a dirt floor.
No, I got a flip phone. Remember?
They still have lights
It
on.
still has a camera on it.
It's
And there
Just not
are
gonna-
portions of the bricks in the walls that are beginning to turn white. And there are a few junk items, such as a piece of ventilation, an old wooden chair missing its cushion, and a bag full of aluminum cans lie on the ground. There's really nothing of value, but maybe this interests you, a coil of rope that's been tied off in a noose. It's also on the floor. There are no other corridors or entries to be seen. Seems like this basement area is a dead end.
A light from my death, and all eyes closed will be open. Pull the chair over so it's just under the noose.
Okay. A loose brick puffs as a door shifts. Whoop. And pushes into a hidden tunnel. And you can see through this little entryway, there's a crimson hollowed figure, I should say. I don't say another. There's a hollow figure that takes over a large portion of this back wall. And it looks to be a white, figure of a human. But within the center, there's a hole.
Ah, okay.
And you can see... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I'm assuming Calamity's not handling the stairs well.
Oh, Calamity stayed upstairs, yeah. Hasn't
Okay.
followed you guys down here. Sorry.
All right.
But you can see, going through that there's a broken white table in pieces, like shattered, that covers the floor. And there is a small corridor that leads to a corroded metal door, locked with padlock chains. And a trick of the mind, perhaps, as you see movement in the corner of your eyes seemingly slip underneath this heavy door.
Is that heavy door secured by anything?
It's a padlock chain, so it looks like it's been chained and then locked.
Are the hinges exposed?
No hinges on this. It's a big metal. It's very rusted, but and also so are the chains.
I could just break the chain or the lock, Theo.
Yes, we could do that.
Instead of melting the bolts on the door.
I wasn't thinking melting the bolts on the door. I was thinking that if it's a pin barrel hinge, we can knock the pins out and open it and replace the pins after we want to seal it up again in case
However you want to
whatever's
do it.
in. But with no hinges exposed, if we break this open, anything on the other side, if it's something that we can't handle right now, we'll have to. Any other doors at all visible in this secret passage?
Nope, nothing that you can see, at least.
Well then,
Well, one moment. I'm gonna walk by and see if I can hear anything through the door.
Silence.
That sounds quiet to me.
well, Rune, if you want to do it your way, feel free.
All right. Crack the knuckles.
While Rune's doing that, Theo's going to go over to Lynn. Are you doing all right?
I think Lynn stayed upstairs, actually.
Oh,
Even
stayed
better.
upstairs with
Yeah.
Calamity.
Just kind of sitting in a corner, really thinking.
Yeah, I mean, Calamity's actually gonna lay down. Seems actually, you've seen Calamity in a good mood, but Calamity actually is acting more like a horse than Calamity has in a while. That temper tantrum night, you definitely kind of saw that hoarseness come out, but are you sitting as well?
Yeah.
Calamity will actually, unless you stop him, rest his head on you, like your lap or,
She's not gonna push him away, nor is she really going to acknowledge it.
Okay. All right, let's see. What was that, the 60-10? 1, 2,
Yeah.
3. Okay. Oh, yeah, and then potence, too.
Mm.
Easy. I mean, Oh, you are pretty cool. You are pretty tough. I mean, you just rip it off. Once again, that blood surge as you feel your clan's talents just pull and rip. The chains fall to the floor. The few just still in your hands. The door, well, you gonna open it?
Should I do it or shall you, Theo?
You ripped it open. If you want to open it, by all means. But if you're not, I am.
I'll open the door.
Okay. Yep. The room is the shape of a pentagon. The entire back two walls are filled with literature upon shelves, seemingly free of dust. Books that are printed and journals that are handwritten. Old and new. Topics, cult, history. There are 2 Victorian-styled sofas with ruby red cushions and an ebony table that sits in the center of the hardwood floor. All of this seemingly untouched by time. And there is an antique, leather-bound book that rests on the table, as if moved recently. And its contents are unknown to you, yet still it radiates a sense of danger.
Ooh.
No
Well,
other
but-
doors, nothing.
How much time is left in the day?
Oh,
Night.
yeah.
Night.
Ha.
Yeah. Day, night, you know what I meant.
A little bit over 5 hours. Well, no, hold on. Let's see, you guys. Oh, that's right. You guys wake up later than Amala, so. Yeah, I'd say about 5 hours.
I will
2 hours of traveling. Yeah.
turn to the good doctor and say, it looks like we'll need to go ahead and go through these tomes, find out what their meanings and uses are. Will you be able to help me with that?
I love books.
All right. Rune,
Yo.
I'm sure that a talented individual will be able to link the truck outside to that farm eventually, unless we go ahead and do something to change the plates and maybe change the truck itself as much as possible. I don't know vehicles, but would you be able to take care of that?
What are you proposing? You want me to spray paint it? I can do that. Just give me the paint. If you
Well,
have any.
No, what I'm
What do you
looking
want?
at I'm looking at this might be a good place for us. As long as it's uninhabited, we might call this home for the time being.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want to risk us being found to be denning up here. I need the prince and his goons to think we're dead or gone. And if they follow the truck back to here, then this place will be exposed and we won't have a
Yes.
safe haven.
Mm-hmm.
So
What do you want?
I want you to go and disguise the truck, however, whatever that takes. I don't know cars. I don't know vehicles.
I'm sure we could. A tarp? I mean, it's behind a chain link fence. I can take the license plates off. That'd help.
It is an old car.
Yeah.
Maybe Lynn might have some ideas.
Yeah, we might have. Oh, there's probably a tarp in the truck. I mean, who
A
doesn't?
book off the shelves flies towards your directions. It lands almost hitting you, Theo. It like lands right in front of you as you kind of step back, as if tossed.
Oh, thank you.
Sure. Thanks. I'll go ahead and pick the book up. What's the title of the book?
No title. It's a leather-bound, handwritten journal of some sort. Someone's research, I guess.
Did it land open?
Yeah, kinda. Yeah. It's like, like the pages were a little crinkled as it landed strange.
Honestly, though, I think books, especially of this age, should be treated with a little bit more as I will gingerly pick the book up and go ahead and go to close it and then put it back on the shelf.
Theo,
Yes.
a whisper from the shadows.
Mm.
They're coming.
We may have someone approaching right now, guys. I'm going to just put that straight out there now. Rune, can you go upstairs and let Lynn know?
Sure.
Rising from the ground,
Oh, fuck.
a glimpse into a nightmare. Body completely incorporeal, made of a vile, wraithy material that shapes into a almost elastic humanoid shape, stretching and deforming, pale and thin. The blood that fuels your dead bodies grow cold and alert. Each of your beasts, man, happening a lot today, thrash about in instinctive fear, adrenaline pumping of whether to fight or flight. Before you, the horrid, elongated tongue, hair, and cracked, twisted limbs, still one with the ghastly material of which it consists of, yet still pronounced to build a shape of a crazed, middle-aged man, wearing a white gown, that of a patient. The entire cranium caved within the skull, the eyes bulging with an inhuman animosity. I need everyone to do me a favor. Roll me a dexterity and athletics. No, Lynn, you're upstairs. You're fine.
Okay. Just wanted to be sure. That would be horrible in her present state of mind.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad she's upstairs.
Yeah.
Yep.
I tried to get Crowley out of there so he didn't have to deal with it too, but
2 successes and a crit.
okay.
You can move fast when you go through walls and floors and stuff.
Oh, is that what we're dealing with now? Okay.
I'm not the one that got the flaw. Don't blame me.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I warned you.
Yes, you did.
What fun
Yes,
did
you did.
use?
But I thought the benefits outweighed the costs.
Guess we'll find out, won't we?
3
Alright.
successes.
2 9s.
Wow. Did you roll yours yet, Taylor?
2 failures.
Oh.
I don't have physical. It's not my thing.
Oh, wow. Jeez.
That ain't my thing.
Okay. Well then, you know what? If I had you guys roll, I'll roll too. Though, let's be real, I'm probably going first. I mean, you never know, though.
Well, we're definitely caught off guard by the wraith.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna fight a ghost.
Yep. Wait. Yeah. Okay. Perfect. All right. I know what I want to do. Theo, it's speed. It's fast. Very fast. Slightly faster than you folks.
Mhm.
It darts towards you, and you feel an invasive power force into your vessel, your body, attempting to manipulate and assume complete control of your shell. You feel both your spirit and beast wrestle against its empty and deranged essence. I'm going to try to possess you. You do get a roll against it. So you get to roll your resolve and intelligence.
Well,
Those are pretty good for you.
resolve and intelligence. Yeah, I'm going to do that.
Yeah.
But also,
Let me see if, also if you have any.
I'm going to call the shadows to my aid to help force the specter out of me. That's how I'm going to look at this.
Okay.
Which was intelligence and resolve, did you say?
That's correct. And then I have to roll.
Okay.
I think while you guys are doing this, I'm going to quickly go run and get a snack because I'm getting hungry.
Oh, go for
Absolutely.
it, girl. We'll be here.
I was mean enough to you today.
Yeah, it's my turn to get picked on,
Yeah.
and I set myself up for this.
I picked
so
on Rune last session, so it's
everyone
only
gets
fair.
everyone gets their due.
It's
Oh,
I'm just
oh,
when I
does
pick
that
on
mean-
Taylor, it's gonna be bad.
Oh, goodness.
At least Bowman was nice to me this session. I only owe him a big favor.
Don't be too mean to me.
I rolled
Ah!
bad.
Oh well, yeah,
Oh yeah. I got
maybe
a
the
one.
shadows listened to my call to aid me to jettison this foreign
yeah, you got a
agent.
matching. Yeah, he has the 2 crits, like gives him a plus
Theo
4.
brings
so
out
you
his
got,
fucking
what,
cross. Be
you got a
gone,
6.
No, it's more like a shadow cat leaps out of me, pushing the wraith aside.
Yes.
I don't know what Shadow Cat is.
Well, for you, Amala, and you, Room, you get to see it. I mean, he's experiencing it, but you get to see it. You see as, yes, the shadows around, they wrap around him as you watch as this essence. It looks like it like goes within him and it starts to like, disappear as if it's like shifting inside. It doesn't fully disappear though, as these shadows wrap and poof, it pushes itself out. You get to feel it, that invasiveness as your spirit beast just wrestle and push it out of you as it then now is right in front of you, its tongue lapping. You can see like it's all one, even though it has like its form still. It's like its arms are attached. It's a little horrific and traumatizing, but your mind remains strong. You and Rune rolled the same in your dexterity, so I'll let you guys go together. If you want to do something cool, go for it, but it's your guys' turn.
Silver chain.
How are you gonna beat a ghost?
Whop. I don't know if silver works on ghosts, but I'm fucking trying.
All right, you want to try to attack it? What would you like to do, Theo?
I'm going to call the shadow cat from my shadow to literally try to pin it down. If that works that way, I don't know.
Okay. You know what? Since you're going after, what are you going to be doing with your turn? I'll do it like the combat rules, since, I mean, it's kind of combat. Oh, sorry, I'll mute.
Question, because this is worded interesting, so I need the DM's discretion here.
I love it.
I know. So, for sense vitality, it says detect how healthy an individual is or how they came to harm. Does a spirit count as an individual? What does individual incorporate?
Ooh. I like where you're going, Taylor.
Because I'm not 100% sure. I would say Ghost is an individual, but I'm not God in this world, so.
Yeah, I would be the same. I'm kind of interested where Catherine's going to roll on that. It depends on the type of ghost, I guess.
Exactly. It's going to depend on the type of ghost.
Because there are some that are just massless hordes, and there are some that are sentient, but only somewhat aware.
Now, I was mean. I had to do a lot of research to see if a ghost could even possess a vampire, because I had to find out. The way it's worded didn't seem like it. It wasn't until I went on the World of Darkness website I got that answer.
Oh,
so,
great.
Yeah, and it says it can. It's interesting. But anyways, so since I was mean in that regard, I think even with knowing what the spirit is, the kind of spirit it is, because there's so many, I'm going to say yes. It does count as an individual since it still is... I don't want to get too much into it, so.
Okay. No spoilers, huh?
Yeah,
Okay.
Maybe some people in the chat might know, based on my description, what it is, so they'll feel me if they know what's going on. So what are you doing?
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and use Sense Vitality.
I'm going to go ahead and use Sense Vitality to detect how this being came to harm. I don't really know how much information that incorporates or what role I need to do for that, but it does not invoke a rouse check, so let's go. No blood to look at people. I'm cool.
I will say this. Let me look at your medicine's ridiculously high. Yeah, that's enough for you to get. It's double the amount you needed. So I'll do the auto success rule.
All right.
And it's also not a hard way to check, seeing how its entire cranium, the top of its head, is like caved in. From what you can tell, its limbs are twisted as if they are broken. Clearly, it died from...
Did the building fall on it?
Either it fell, something fell on it.
Maybe trampled.
Exactly, but you can tell that it was crushed. Yeah, force is how it died.
Now, was it crushed, or did it step off of a chain link fence 30 feet in the air into the sidewalk?
Unfortunately, I can't give you that much, but that's definitely possible. Very, very possible. Is that all you can do?
It just says how they came to harm. I don't know if it gives me the specific to that.
Yeah, I don't
or
think
if
it
it's
would give you
like,
the
it was crushed.
situation, like word for like, oh, they died by this serial killer and like that kind of stuff. That seems too much. But with your eye, and you do have some merits. You know what? Roll. Let's do this. Let's do this.
Let's
make this
How
fun.
they died.
You have sight beyond sight. Roll me those 3. Nothing else, just those 3.
I am blind now.
Let's make this fun.
2 successes.
Okay. I was looking for 2. Your eye gets a glimpse. And you can't really... It's strange. There is someone that is on top of a roof. And it's... You swear that there's something behind this person. This person's in a white gown. There's something behind them. But also nothing behind them. There's that again. And it's not necessarily that they jumped, but almost as if either they were not necessarily pushed, but mentally pushed to jump, if you catch my drift. Manipulated to jump.
Perfect. And I'm going to go ahead and let those 2 gentlemen know, from what I found out. Gentlemen, there is some sort of entity in this building that has driven this particular person to commit suicide. They have jumped off the top and now their spirit curses this place. The entity that lives here pushes people mentally to do very bad things.
All right, well, Rune wanted to attack it, and Theo, you're going to use your spectral. So, Rune, go ahead and give me your
I
attack.
get to go first? Okay.
I'm going to do you guys at the same time, but you have to roll. So,
Okay.
let's have you do that while I explain Theo. Roll me a physical, and of course, your chain specialty.
Yep.
Theo,
Whip it.
as soon as you call for your specter, you see it take form, as then the shadows wrap around it, and as if it is absorbed by the shadows. It doesn't make noise, but it does convey emotion.
Mm-hmm.
The emotion it conveys is relief, release, as if it's going home. It doesn't seem upset by what's happening, but you are watching the shadows absorb your specter, and it is poof, gone.
Ooh, okay.
You also got that merit, so don't blame me.
Hmm.
After his turn.
So I just sliced the air really good. This is why I'm here.
Oh, wow. Yeah, you slice the air really good. It goes right through it. It doesn't have an effect. It doesn't have a body.
As worth trying.
It's- I know. I
The
know.
chains are silvered, so there
It was
was
a
a chance.
good thought. It was a very good thought, but yeah, it doesn't seem to have an effect.
Ain't no Ghostbuster.
Yeah. Not yet.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that sucked. I didn't get to do what I wanted to do.
You
So
picked the
this-
wrong target.
Yeah, and I really don't want to get hit, so I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna go after someone I don't think I've ever actually tried to go after before, but I don't like you very much, so it's gonna be funny. Spirits are so well. Good old doctor. I need you to do me a favor. Whoa. I need you to roll me a dodge. So
That's the thing I have.
well, I mean, dodge isn't like an ability, but a dexterity and athletics. Yeah, we're not in a brawl or anything like that, so that's really...
That's the thing I have. 0 successes.
Woo! Okay,
I-
so...
I'll have my dex to fall back on there. Got
So
no
that range
physical
to
stuff.
hit, this is gonna hurt. I'm sorry.
That's fine. I'm beefy.
Do you guys know how damage works in this game?
Yeah.
I don't know
More or
if you
less.
guys...
Explained it a couple of times.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So it's the DC to hit someone, the extra dice that you have over that amount. So let's say for her, she got 0 successes. That means all my successes are above that range. This is
Right.
gonna
Yeah.
hurt. You take 4 superficial, as there is not just one book. There are just a mass of these books just come and slam into you with the force I mean, supernatural force, as you're getting pegged in the back. Yeah, it's like hitting the back of your head. You're not I mean, you're a beefy person, but you're not really a quick, muscular person. Ow, but it is all superficial. Yeah. All right, that's really the end of its turn. What I can say is it doesn't really seem to have emotions. It's hard to read its intent. I'll give it over to you guys. What are you each gonna do?
I'm gonna take off my hammer and I'm gonna try to banish the.
He's going to try to use faith as a vampire to banish a ghost.
By the strength of the Allfather, be gone,
Okay,
spirit.
You've never done this before,
Nope.
right?
Never.
Okay.
This is all just
But how strong is your faith in the All?
not that great. But you know, if there's ghosts, there's probably some sort of gods.
So this is just like off. This is like a
This
whim.
is just
that
a
you're doing
whim, yes, completely.
it. Okay. Okay.
Because I can't hit
no
it.
I'll say this then. You know what? Once again, I love making it fun. So let me look at the.
Oh, it would be an absolute hoot if this is something that starts causing frickin' Rune to have true faith.
Yeah, I'm gonna have true faith, but not the
Okay.
Jewish faith.
Okay.
No, there's definitely a. Oh God,
Oh
Catherine.
my god, I'm gonna be a religious
You're gonna
fan.
do it, aren't you? You're gonna do what I think you're gonna do, aren't you?
I'm just reading the rules. But we'll see, because since you've never done this before and you don't really believe it, it's gonna be hard. But I don't even know if you have enough dice, so I'm not gonna look. I'm just gonna have fun. Roll me a roll me your resolve. That really seems the only one that fits.
Does
Concentration.
humanity fit into this at all?
No.
Okay.
Roll me a
All right.
resolve and an occult.
I don't have any occult, so that's just gonna be a 2.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Hey,
Do you have academics?
one success.
have
No, I have insight.
That would be me. That would be me, the occult and
Yeah.
academic dude
Well, you're not the
here.
one trying to banish it. All right, so I mean,
That's a
Rune-
performance.
Yeah, sorry. There's the rules. Well, you're gonna watch Rune try to banish it. Funny enough. What are you?
You know
doing?
what? I'm gonna say, not a bad idea. I'm gonna say, I'm gonna jog my memory. Is there a way in my occult knowledge that I could think of to disperse a hostile entity such as a ghost? Do I get to roll for that?
Yeah, I'm gonna need a roll because your memories, you know.
It-
So we'll see what the dice say.
Yeah, I mean, you know, sitting in a chantry for months on end while they were experimenting on me, I could have overheard,
Yeah.
like
So-
an elder teaching one of the younger Tremere how to deal with ghosts.
Yeah, since you're not trying to do it, you're just trying to get the knowledge. I'd say just roll me any mental and your occult.
Okay, and
This is
I
not
miss-
blood.
yeah,
Yeah.
I was about to say probably
Yeah.
not blood magic. So that's
Yeah.
still 70-10.
That's really good.
Yeah, well, I built a mage,
Yeah.
and a mage that didn't have the best roll, but still had a decent roll. That's 3 successes, I think.
Yeah, 3 successes. Oh, okay. So there's really only so many ways to handle the ghost. So your choice is to either exorcise the area, perform a banishment. There are ways to destroy ghosts. And the one that you've heard the most, funny enough, is there are ways to enslave ghosts.
Well, then, that might be useful. How does one enslave a specter?
Unfortunately, there's a whole ritual. You never got that training. You're gonna have to there's magic rituals that you have to know, and they didn't.
yeah,
really
they weren't
experimented
bothering to
on
train
you.
me. No.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's like you would need. Maybe these books would have it, but yeah. In the meantime, oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Okay. No. Go
I
ahead.
was just gonna ask Taylor what he was gonna be doing with his turn while this is all going on. Watching Rune just like, be gone, demon, or whatever. Power of is it
The All-Father,
Loaded.
the wise
the
one,
All-Father?
the one-eyed one.
Yeah, he's going very Norse.
Yeah, I respect it.
Yeah.
I'm pagan.
Hey, man, that's a thing in vampires. It's all right. I'll mute so we can.
Yeah, but I don't know how praying to another vampire really goes in the religion scale.
But people pray to Cain.
That's fair.
Yeah.
All right, I got another question here for you, because wording. I'm gonna try this. I don't know how it's gonna work, but from what very limited information I have on ghosts, and this one seems like a particularly tormented spirit with the broken and the.
Are you going to try to cleanse it like the angel you are?
I am gonna try to remove any feelings of pain from this target. It says a target, so
Ooh.
that sounds like a target to me.
You're going to quiet the distress of the spirit in hopes that it moves on.
Damn right.
Wow. You'll probably free the spirit that's being used by a puppet by the over entity.
You want to throw books at me, bitch? I got a book to throw at you. I got a Bible.
Yeah. Too bad we haven't had the good doctor try to use true faith yet.
Okay. All right. So
Who needs faith when you are faith?
this is a discipline, right?
Correct.
Okay. Doesn't say what you have to roll. Which one is it? So, oh wait, I can just look.
It's anti-static touch. It's just, you know.
Does that mean you have to touch the ghost?
You might. Let me look at.
How does one touch the
'Cause
incorporeal?
I was not expecting.
Hey.
This one.
I'm very good at outside the boxing, and it catches her off guard from time to time. Proud of myself when I do this.
You are gonna have to touch it.
Fuck yeah, I'll touch it. It's a ghost.
Okay, you're gonna have to make an attempt to touch it. So that's gonna be a dexterity and athletics. I could even see dexterity and brawl.
Now, I'm gonna cheek it.
Hold on, let me mute.
I am gonna tell Theo to use his shadows to hold it down, and then charge it because I go after him.
You know what? If the doctor has a plan, I'm going to trust in her. I am going to grab every bit of will I can and just ask the shadows to wrap in and basically form a shadow straitjacket on this ghost and hold it into place. What do I need to roll for that? Would that be an occult or?
You know it. You love it. Give me a willpower.
Willpower it is.
Add an extra dice for the warding merit.
Aha!
Hey.
All right. So with my 5 willpower, 1 from warding, I get 60, 10, and 2 critical failures, but 2 successes.
You're not hungry. No one is right now, so.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, there we go. Okay. All right, so you, with that will, with the link that you have, whether it be to this place or just to what this place means, it seems that, yes, this entity, this darkness, does seem to answer your call. Not that easily. You definitely realize that there's room to grow. Just a drop in the bucket of the true potential, but nevertheless, you tap into it. As the darkness swells, you can see it, the two of you. It grows darker in that region. Go ahead, and what was your roll, good old doctor? I will take that in account with the DC. So you can either do, obviously, dexterity, but athletics or brawl.
Sorry, Bucks.
Bless you. You okay, bud?
Yeah, I try not to sneeze too loud. Unfortunately,
I'm allergic to ghosts. I get it.
Yeah, you know, all that specter dust.
Yeah. Just don't let any ectoplasm get on you. Hate for you to break out.
2 successes.
Okay. I didn't even roll. I was I will take that.
Causing a tortured spirit to be at peace.
Look, I'm a support. There's only like so much nonsense I can do, and you gotta read the words carefully, because individual and target are not synonymous with alive or mortal.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. With the darkness that feeds Theo's call, wraps around it, you see it still can move within the shadows, but Theo, this is mostly for you. With your occult knowledge, I'm going to give you this auto success because of how high it is.
Mm-hmm.
And technically with your specialty as well.
Mm-hmm.
This spirit is absolutely affected by the shadows. It seems to be that they are linked, but not one and the same.
So the shadows that impregnate the building are linked to the specter, and we know that something is controlling the specter.
That's all I can say. You can tell that there's a connection, but they are not the same thing. Confusing, I know. It's only going to get more confusing, but you can see that there is a difference between the two. And I mean, the doctor, how are you gonna like do that? I'm curious what your cool angel move is. Oh, sorry, I'll mute.
Easy. As soon as he has it in what I feel like is a nice contained shadow-like structure, I'm going to rush forward. I'm going to touch it on its forehead, like where my eye is. And then I'm basically going to do I'm going to start speaking in Hebrew, because that's what we
She's
speak where I'm from.
feeling a ghost.
Yeah.
What are you saying in Hebrew?
I'm basically telling it to be free from its pain and torment and find the light.
Sorry, that's amazing. Right.
Yeah, very angelic. Very, very, very angelic.
Okay. You watch the doctor just reach for the forehead. I mean, it's like caved in the top part. She just grabs the forehead. And none of you I know speak Hebrew, of course. So whatever she says, as good old doctor, your eye, that was a second level, if I'm not mistaken. Your eye begins to, you have the...
I feel the wet.
Oh, you feel the wet. It seems like it's crying. Not a torrential downpour.
Yeah.
No, but it's definitely crying.
Couple tears.
And you feel that blood, your eye, and this isn't a physical light. No one sees it. This is more so for you, Doctor, but there is a light within you.
Damn right.
You can feel it specifically. Oh my god. You've forgotten this. You have forgotten this. It feels like going out into the sun. That warmth that you would feel. As you grab a hold, you speak. And you all hear it lets out not a shriek. It sounds more so like a moan of anguish, confusion, hatred, sadness, even maybe relief, pleasure, as you see it melt. All its features just start to melt within itself. Even a little bit what looks to be fizzling. As it melts and melts, all this form now just a mass of this wraithy material, as Ghostbusters, hunters, whatever would say, ectoplasm, whatever you want to call it, forms into one on the ground and then falls into the floor. It is gone.
Ghost goo. Lovely.
While facing away from everyone, I'm going to quickly.
Yeah, it's very stealthy, Doctor.
No, it's not, but
Yeah.
I'm fiddling with my hajib.
Finland comes down.
I'm
it's like,
assuming once the ghost is sunk through the floor, the shadows snap back to where they were.
You watch as I hate hearing my echo. No one wants to hear your own voice. You watch as it sunks into the floor, and the shadows kind of go after it as there's nothing left. Unfortunately, that specter that you had earlier, no sign of that presence as well. But you all are alone in here. You still feel that sentience about the place, but at least it seems like it's quiet for now.
Doctor, are you okay? You got kind of hit by those books earlier, and
Superficial. It's all right.
All
A
right.
couple little scratches, a little bump and bruise, maybe a little bit of blood here and there, but do not worry.
Okay, good.
That specter is free from its torment and has found the light.
You can.
I was being reminded I could heal my superficial, but I don't want to like push myself too much. So I was telling her that I'm just basically going to sit on it for now. That'll heal when we sleep.
Yeah. Is it gone? Or
I tell you, the puppet is gone. I suspect there will be more. We have to find the heart of the cause of whatever inhabits this building. This building is the shell for the energy.
Yeah, I've been doing that too, Catherine. It's fucking.
yeah, I know, right?
I have the AC turned down so it doesn't make as much noise, and I'm like,
It's just all this like drama. Like we're getting into it, boys and girls. Woo!
Well, we kind of planned ahead for this session because we knew there was a lot to get done and not a lot of time to do it all in. Speaking of time,
is it bathroom time?
No, I think this is a great place to end. Unfortunately, I don't work tomorrow, but I could get called in. So I doubt it, but you never know. Someone could pass away at any time. So
yeah.
I think this is a great point to end it. ET though, before we go, did you want to go downstairs and check on it? Because you heard noise for sure.
Sure, yes.
Because I know you said like, "What happened down here?" I wasn't sure if you were joking.
I mean, I kind of was joking, but
Okay.
at the same time, I don't have to.
Hey guys, what's up?
I understand that I traumatized you a little bit, so I'm sorry.
Well, he just went through a lot of emotions tonight,
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
Nothing much. I mean, we found a secret passage to an ancient library that looks like it's being maintaining itself. A ghost came out of the ground and tried to attack us. Crowley's chain didn't do much to it. The shadows were able to hold it down while the doctor gave the ghost peace. But I'm pretty sure, since I do know of rituals that enslave spirits, that there was probably a ritual done in this place that created an entity that enslaved spirits to this location, probably for defense. So now that one ghost has been laid to rest, who knows how many other specters may be in this place. Thankfully, the good doctor is able to bring them peace if they choose to be too hostile. But I'm going to have to understand the magic behind this place a little better so we can ensure that any more incidents do not repeat themselves. For, if anything, we want this entity that controls this place to be a friend and not an adversary. Maybe something to do with Valdez and her passing is tied to this place.
I'll tell you that my theory is that we may not be able to help the spirits that are captured here unless we directly take on whatever entity it happens to be holding them here. It is my belief, and again, I'm very new at this, that if we defeat the spirit that's holding them here, the bound spirits will either become bound to us to do with as we see fit, either as freeing them into the light or maybe having a couple that don't seem too tormented maybe to watch our backs. I don't know how ghosts work.
If I were trapped on this mortal coil being forced to serve some greater entity and that entity was dispelled, I would definitely relish my own freedom and maybe be grateful to the person that freed me. Who knows? It would be interesting to have, maybe a beneficial spirit or two that wants to hang out to watch our backs. Lord knows we need all the help we can get.
Well, my one suggestion is I am not sure how spirits operate during the day. I do not know how safe this place will be while we rest.
We don't have much of an option, though.
I
at
understand.
least for tonight. So I think
Maybe these books have something to do with that.
We will have to spend the following days, I think, Crowley and you will probably be tending to.
Who's Crowley?
I'm sorry. Sorry. Rune and Lynn will be tending to either Calamity or making it so Lynn's truck is not something that will tip the Wolfpack off to our location, since they might tie it back to the ranch. If you guys could work on that, and me and the good doctor could go through these tomes, try to understand this place better, and maybe seek a way to free the spirits so they may either move on, or if there's any that are grateful to being freed, maybe help us protect this place as we use it as a place to lay low for now.
Really, the only thing I can do with the truck is see if I can find a tarp, cover the freaking trailer, and park it in a way so you can't really see it very well. That's about pretty much all I can do.
Oh,
But-
I have a plan. What if you make it look like the trailer was already robbed? Like you take the tires
You
off.
want me to
and
take
put
the
it on
tires
cinder
off? That's
blocks.
fine. I can do that. Cinder.
So nobody will want to rob it. It looks like it's already been robbed, right? Right?
Looks
the
like it's
plan?
been stolen and abandoned, but then we won't
Yeah.
have a truck to use.
I mean,
We just put the tires back on it.
if we're going to be here the next few days, it might
Okay.
be good camouflage.
Sure,
I
I'll just.
don't know.
Fine. I'll take all the tires off. I'll bring them down here. Great idea.
Oh, make a
So,
tire swing.
that being said,
We already have a rope in the other room.
I do want to suppose before we end for the night, there is a possibility maybe of a time skip here. Us all spending time acclimating to the new haven, getting to understand it, doing research and trying to dig up clues.
Mhm.
Plus, we need to lay low for a while. This would also be a time that Lynn could be using her contacts to bring in what supplies we need, and us doing menial black market jobs in the meantime. And kind of, setting this up as a place that we can actually lay low at. I would say ground floor, where Calamity is, we make that as comfortable for Calamity as possible and basically use that as a stable. Down the stairs, we use that for personal sleeping areas. Do what we can. If we want to, it's up to you if you feel comfortable staying in the library, but since that's where we encountered the spirit,
I'm
I
not
think
sleeping in
that,
here.
yeah, I think everybody will probably want to stay on the outside of the secret door, away from the library where the spirit was at. Less
Yeah, it seems to
likely
get agitated when people are in here.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
so,
it's gone now. It's been
For now.
dispelled.
or there could be more spirits. We have no
Yes.
idea.
Right.
But how does everyone feel about that? Just bunking down, and possibly, if the storyteller is okay with it, a time skip as we become acclimated.
I have a weird question. Lynn, you might be able to help with this. Do we have to sleep during the day?
I'll answer that. Do you have to? No. But is it a battle to stay awake during the day? Yes. It is possible. And some clans, like Nosferatu, who live deep underground, find it easier to stay up during the day. So you can, but you're gonna have to fight your beast because it's going to want to hibernate. It's just its instinct. So it's up to you if you want to give it a shot. Yeah.
I suggest we use what time we have left in the day to make sure that the downstairs, if not the upstairs too, is light proof. Because the last thing we want to find out is one of us has a hole burned through us and when we wake up in the morning because there happened to be a crack somewhere.
That's what the sunbags are for.
Yeah.
They're like vampire sleeping bags.
Yeah. I mean, definitely want to use those in an emergency, but if we can go and use the last couple of hours to seal up any holes. I saw there was some, do you have some of that black duct tape still, Rune?
Yeah. I'll roll, baby.
If we can go around trying to make sure that anything that looks like light passes through it from the outside.
Well, I'm gonna
Let's
go
ahead.
vandalize the vehicle, so here, whoosh, tosses.
Okay, then I guess I will go ahead and try to make sure that any cracks, holes, seams, anything that looks like it would expose us to the elements, get sealed up as best as possible.
All right. Well, I guess we'll do a bit of a time skip. How long did you want to hide out for?
Well, I mean, we need to lay low for a while and let them think we're dead. And we need to go ahead and do some research. So I'm thinking a couple weeks, maybe. How does everybody else feel about that?
Maybe a month or two.
Unfortunately for all you fine folks, I still have a sister I need to deal with that I'm trying to work on. I have a job as a doctor. I'm pretty sure I can put that one off. That's not a big deal. But realistically, my character is like 3 days until I start getting antsy because I need to try to get back in contact with my sister from the red number 5. I need to keep an eye on that serial killer person because Vadoma, my elder, I know I didn't tell you folks that, but I've been told to keep an eye on him. So I am going to mention that I do definitely need to probably make a visit to the red number 5, see my sister, check up on the serial killer.
I'm going to suggest we give it a week and then we can go to the red number 5. Just a week.
If I'm allowed to call the red number 5 within that week and kind of try to set something up, I can agree with that plan. I'm willing to chill for a week if I can at least get in contact with them and kind of get something happening.
I think we can be agreeable to that.
Yeah.
I just need to check up on my sister to make sure the other guy isn't strangling too many people. You know how it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess I'll do like a quick little story throughout that week of just, obviously Lynn has some stuff.
No,
deal
Dagger, not the red room. That's a complete and utter thing altogether.
Very.
The red number 5 is a club.
Vampire club.
A vampire club within the game itself's lore. So, yeah, not the red room. I know what you're referencing, but no.
Yeah, no Black Widow nonsense.
Yeah, no.
Also, during this time when we're reading the books, I want to help too, and I actually want to see if I can find anything about paganism.
Okay,
So maybe Crowley is trying to find
Faith.
a deeper connection to his faith. I want
There's
to
fucking
see
ghosts! All the gods are real! I'm going insane!
Vampires are real. Why aren't gods real?
Sounds like
It makes no sense.
I'm just glad that no one questioned the fact that I could A, grab a ghost by the head and B, banish it, but I think hopefully my angel nonsense is at least starting to sink in a little.